The Stefano Ricci Explorer Project began with a new perspective: luxury lifestyle as seen through the eyes of nature and master photographers.
Welcome to Cambodia. We are about to start the 5th mission of Stefano Ricci Explorer. Today we are filming in Angkor, the ancient capital of the Khmer Empire, and our adventure is about to begin.
The choice of Cambodia comes after a long journey, and today it continues with the rediscovery of a mythical land narrated by the great 19th century world traveler. And I'm pleased to share with you and announce the name of someone who has joined our team as official photographer of the Stefano Ricci Explorer campaign. His name is Steve McCary.
I remember my first trip to Angkor Wat was in the late 80s, and there was nobody here. It was completely empty of people, tourists, and it was really exciting because you really felt like you were back in time. So one of the most intriguing aspects of this whole temple complex is this Bayon area. And there's these smiling faces, there's many of these smiling faces in stone. It has this really kind of wonderful, joyous expression. There's a sort of a sense of compassion. It's very calming.
This is the true expression of the Khmer era that transformed these stones into an architectural structure that has lasted throughout the centuries. The contrast between the quietness of the temple and the sounds made by the nature that surrounds it creates something really unique and magical.
The Apsara dancers are an intrinsic part of the Cambodian culture. Their complicated movements convey elegance and grace since centuries.
Can you see them inside?
And as William Somerset Maugham once wrote, their hands are like rare orchids, living idols but imbued in divine essence. Seeing them dance for us, it's a unique emotion.
Despite the impressive accumulation of our knowledge, we have barely scratched the surface in terms of understanding our planet. There are still surprises, there are still mysteries waiting for us. There are even blank spaces on the maps. And nowhere is that more evident than here in Angkor, the capital of the ancient Khmer Empire for more than 600 years. And we now know that rather than a pristine landscape, this was a highly engineered one with a complex water management system that supported a large and growing population.
We are in Taprom Temple, which is famous for the giant roots that have covered its natural surroundings. The culture here recalls the eternal cycles of life. Witnessing the saplings become trees among the stone walls is like sharing a small miracle. A miracle that was witnessed by the great explorers of the past, like Pierre Loti and Henri Moore.
In these places of art and culture, you can clearly breathe a deep spirituality that exalts the sacredness of a suspended time. We can witness the constant flow of monks who accompany the people's most intimate prayers. Cambodia is known worldwide for its incredible flora and fauna. From the king of rivers, the Mekong, to important lakes like Tonle Sap and Bong Chuk, we witness how the population has developed an harmonious relationship with nature. Respecting the delicate balance of this environment is a mission that cannot be ignored, since the country's life depends on these waters.
I think there were two series of pictures we took, which I think for me were the most interesting. So I think Bayon was great, elephants, We all love elephants. They're beautiful animals. They're always interesting. They kind of lumber around.
Elephants have this unique sense of greatness and peace at the same time in their natural environment. The raw majesty and the subtle grace recalls to us that it's in our nature to explore, to reach out to the unknown. The only true failure would be not to explore at all.
Our travels through Cambodia have revealed a land where nature and culture intertwine beautifully. This country's incredible natural and cultural resources are true global assets to be enjoyed today and protected for future generations.
The decision to support the protection of elephants, which are symbolic animals in the Asian world, represent for us a continuity in the commitment towards future generations. Today we choose a program of Wild Earth Allies that includes planting 5,000 trees to restore degraded elephant habitat and expanding efforts to protect these magnificent animals and promote human-elephant coexistence.
I've made sort of tens of thousands of portraits around the world of men, women, children, animals. For me, some of the most important pictures I've made are just little insignificant moments, people I've met on the street, people that have moved me, touched me. So for me, it's pictures you wouldn't expect that end up being kind of my favorites, or the ones that I kind of can't forget.
Southeast Asia represents for Stefano Ricci a successful and growing market. Starting in Singapore, we have built a network of significant boutiques: Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, Jakarta, Manila, Taipei, and of course, Phnom Penh. Our commitment to the region continues as we will soon open our first boutique in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City. We have had the privilege of dressing the most successful men in these countries, and this project is a tribute to the dynamic heritage of Southeast Asia.
We are in Shinta Mani Wild, where T.S. Eliot's words came to life. The journey, not the arrival, matters. Here, sustainability becomes a mission, focused on a reforestation plan and a constant support to the children of the local communities who still live in the jungle. A different world is really possible. It is in our nature to explore, to reach out into the unknown.
You want to leave a good relationship, you want to build relationships with local people. One of the main benefits of this Stefano Ricci Explorer program is going into the community, going into the country, and actually giving back, so that when you leave, you've actually left it better than you found it.
Developing a collection is like an exploration, a long journey that needs months of research and preparation, where the colors, the shapes have to work in harmony with the amazing locations. The white and the golden shades which are recalling the beautiful dresses of the Apsara dancers. We admire the colors of the sand, of the earth, inspired by the bas-reliefs adorning the temples at Angkor. The intense green of the jungle, paired with the strong contrast of the monk's vest. And finally, here, the deep intense blue of the sky reflecting on the Mekong River. Mission Cambodia has been accomplished. Explore, experience, then push beyond.